If you've just started running and every run feels hard, you might think that's normal. You might even think struggling means you're getting fitter. What if I told you that one of the biggest mistakes beginner runners make is running too hard almost every single time they train? And here's the problem. Research shows beginners naturally drift towards what scientists call the moderate intensity trap. This is where your running is too hard to recover properly or too easy to create maximum adaptations. In other words, you end up tired all the time without improving as fast as you actually should. In this video, I'm going to explain why pacing mistakes ruin progress, what's actually happening inside your body, and how coaches structure intensity to help runners improve faster with less fatigue and fewer injuries. One of the least understood problems by beginner runners is pacing. As a new runner, you assume every run should be difficult because difficult feels productive. If the run hurts, if breathing is heavy, if the legs feel exhausted, then it must be working, right? The problem is that physiology does not always reward effort the way you think it does. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes beginner runners make is spending too much time at moderate intensity. Researchers often refer to this as the gray zone. This intensity sits somewhere between easy aerobic running and genuinely hard threshold work. And while it feels productive, it often creates more fatigue than adaptation. This is one of the most common reasons beginner runners plateau early or quit running or become injured, because training constantly at moderate intensity increases fatigue accumulation without maximizing either aerobic development or high intensity adaptations. Your body develops different physiological systems depending on training intensity. Easy running stimulates aerobic development. This includes mitochondrial growth, capillary density, and fat oxidation efficiency. Hard running develops speed, lactate processing, and higher end performance capacity. But spending too much time in the middle often limits both. You create fatigue without fully developing either of the systems. This is why many runners train hard for months, experiencing surprisingly small improvements. They are stuck between the training zones. Research in endurance athletes repeatedly shows that elite performers spend most of their time training at lower intensity, not because they're lazy, because low intensity creates adaptations while allowing recovery. From a coaching perspective, this is one of the biggest mindset shifts beginners struggle with. They think slowing down means losing fitness. In reality, slowing down often accelerates improvement. The first common mistake runners make is treating every run as a test. You think every run should be an attempt to run further or faster. This creates chronic fatigue. The second mistake is copying experienced runners. Advanced athletes can tolerate higher intensities because they have years of adaptations. Beginners don't. As a new runner, when you try to do what experienced athletes have been doing for years, you run the risk of getting a run-stopping injury. The third mistake is running based on emotion. Feeling energetic often leads to you pushing harder than you actually planned. Feeling tired often causes poor pacing choices too. This creates inconsistency in your running. Research consistently shows recreational runners often perform easy sessions harder than prescribed. This compromises recovery, and reduced recovery compromises your adaptations. The solution begins with changing how you define success with your run. Success is not finishing every run exhausted. Success is completing run sessions that stimulate adaptations and allow recovery. As a coach, one of the first things I teach beginners is this. Easy running is a skill, and most people are terrible at it when they first start out. The easiest way to think of easy running is to run at what we call conversational pace. If you cannot hold a conversation while running, you are most likely moving too fast for aerobic development. This simple method helps control intensity naturally. You don't need a running app or a smartwatch to do this. The second strategy is using effort scale. Instead of obsessing over pace, beginners should learn to train by perceived effort. Easy days should feel genuinely manageable. Hard days should have purpose. The third strategy is separating session goals. Easy runs build aerobic fitness. Workouts develop speed. Long runs build endurance. Every run should have only one primary objective. This removes confusion and prevents intensity creep. The fourth strategy is introducing structured intensity gradually. Beginners do not need constant hard sessions. Often, consistent easy running creates enormous early improvements. As a coach, I intentionally slow beginners down, not because I want less progress, because I want sustainable progress. So if we bring this all together, pacing and intensity mismanagement is one of the biggest struggles beginner runners face. Most beginner runners spend too much time in the moderate intensity zone. This creates fatigue without maximizing adaptation. The solution is learning intensity control, keep runs genuinely easy, use conversational pacing, separate session purposes, and focus on consistency instead of exhaustion. From a coaching perspective, smarter pacing always leads to better long-term results, because running success is not built by surviving hard sessions, it is built by accumulating effective sessions over months and years. So train with patience, respect intensity, and remember this: the runners who improve the fastest are often not the runners who train the hardest. They are the runners who train the smartest. Well, I hope this video gave you a better understanding of some of the challenges that new runners face. And if you have any questions, or if you are struggling with some of these challenges right now, I can assist you with some professional coaching advice that will transform you as a runner. Just let me know in the comment section below what you need advice on. So to make sure you catch my next video, subscribe to this channel, use the notification bell, and ensure you don't miss a thing. And I'll see you in the next coaching video. Now, if you want to transform the results of your next race, or simply become a more confident runner, but you're not sure who to trust or who to listen to amongst all of the noise out there, then why not consider doing a no-cost video call with me so that I can show you how you can use my training app to build out all of your training with the correct structure for what you are currently training for. As a Run the Race member, you will have access to over 150 workouts that I've personally built for all of our athletes that cover all areas like running, indoor cycling, swimming, and strength work. Building your workouts in the app is as easy as dragging and dropping the workouts onto the desired days that you are looking to complete them on, and then the workout will automatically sync to your wearable device, yes, even an Apple Watch. Also, by using the comment section on each workout, you will have constant ongoing contact with me as your running coach for anything to do with your training. Now, with our awesome pain and injury report feature, you will be able to notify me of any niggles that are arising, which then allows for me to assess your current training load and provide some much needed feedback to prevent any injury. As a Run the Race member, you will also have complete access to our athlete training portal, where you can access all of our training material and online running form and technique courses to improve your running experience and make you a more confident runner and transform your next result. So to check this all out, simply jump onto my website, fill in the email form, and type video call in the "What would you like advice on" box. And I will email you back to work out the best time that suits you, no matter what your time zone is. Don't forget to also follow me on Strava, as it's where I post all of my training and day-to-day training tips and advice that will help you to stay motivated on the road to your running goals. There is a link in the description, or simply scan this QR code to go straight through to my athlete profile. Also, if you got a lot out of this video, then don't forget to push the like button, and I'll see you in the next coaching video.